Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial. This segment's being brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done to educate consumers, grow their practices, and leave a legacy. We're doing a series of spotlights on remarkable advisors from across the country. Joining me on this segment is Mike Foreman. Mike, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mark.
Mike, tell us a little bit about your company, your work, and specifically who are the types of folks that you help?
Well, the name of my firm is Gameplan Retirement, and I'm connected to Lincoln Financial Advisors. I'm with their broker-dealer as well as their registered investment advisor. And Gameplan Retirement's a marketing name that I use. I have my own website, gameplanretirement.com. And I tend to work with business owners and individuals started in the business with retirement plans, which I still focus on, but retirement plans lead to retirement planning. And as I get older and my clients get older, I help more and more folks with their retirement and making sure that everything they're looking to accomplish, they have a partner like me to help them get there.
With specialty like business owners, I imagine they have their own set of challenges and circumstances. What are the biggest challenges that you find business owners have?
Well, obviously it varies based on the business and whatnot. But in general, business owners, CFOs, and in general, the kind of folks I work with are pretty intelligent. And so they tend to have a pretty good grip on things. But the challenge they have is just the minutia and the overflow of information. And sometimes before they meet me, they lack someone that's on their side that understands both them and the environment. And so the challenge is just keeping up with everything as it changes and running a business at the same time as you're trying to navigate these different changes that keep coming.
As you meet these folks, is there a common question that comes up with them or something that they all commonly need to have addressed similar to what you're speaking to? What is their biggest question on their mind?
Well, a lot of times they've already worked with advisors such as CPAs and attorneys and those sorts of folks, insurance agents, et cetera. And what they tend to lack is a certified financial planner who's in the middle with them, coordinating all that, making sure that all the pieces fit together and, that things are followed through on and that financial planning opportunities, if they want to pursue them, that things are taken care of the way they need to be.
Although they're intelligent folks, business owners, really accomplished people, are there any myths or misconceptions that you find that most of them still carry that may not necessarily be true?
Yeah, a little bit. With very educated and intelligent people, sometimes there is a bit of a misperception that they know more than they actually do, just because again they've excelled in one particular field, and certainly they have the ability to excel in several, but not all at once. And so sometimes the myth is that they underestimate some of the complexities in things like finance that they need help with.
So as you start to work with these folks, do you find like a common mistake that they each make with their finances or how they have it organized, and are there any big pitfalls that you see them fall into that you can help people avoid?
Well, what comes to mind is a lot of times it's coordination. So as I mentioned, they often have already some good professionals, especially attorneys and CPAs. Often I run into like living trusts and that sort of thing that have been set up and very well reflect what the client wants, but sometimes they forget to fund it, and it has little, if no, almost no value if it hasn't been funded. That's just one example, but a lot of times it's the coordination. Just making sure everything fits together and adheres to the overall goal that that they set.
Mike, what inspired you to get into financial planning, financial work, and specifically helping business owners? How'd you get started?
Yeah, well, I've been in the business since I got out of college, and I played high school football, and I didn't play in college, but I excelled in high school. And over the years, I was an offensive guard. And so my logo and kind of my business focus is to be a good teammate. As a guard, I would block for people. The running back would get the ball and run for a touchdown, and the whole team would win. I kind of see my role with my clients as in helping them accomplish their goals. And I've kind of focused my whole career on doing that. I love the feeling of helping people and feeling like they accomplish their goals, partly because of me and obviously partly because of them.
That's a great way to look at it. I like that. So, Mike, before I ask you my last question, if business owners listening today and they're considering getting this taken care of, what is the most important thing that they should consider, or what few things should they consider when it comes time to choosing an advisor to work with?
Well, I think you want someone like a CFP who acts as a fiduciary and has their best interests in mind. Um, and personality obviously is key. You want someone you can count on and trust, and doesn't need extra it's easy to communicate with. Um, and someone that matches their personality would be my advice.
Excellent. So, for folks listening today that would like to get a hold of you, how do they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Great. Yeah, I'd say the easiest way is my website, which is gameplanretirement.com. Also on Facebook, LinkedIn, phone number 773-635-0001, or I can be emailed at mike.foreman, which is spelled like George Foreman, Foreman, at L as in Lincoln, F as in financial, G as in group.com. Any of those ways.
Mike, this has been terrific. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate the opportunity.
Mike Foreman, he's the founder of Gameplan Retirement. And this segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done to educate their consumers, to grow their practices, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for tuning in.